We've all seen the headlines, the controversies, the canceled celebrities. But what really goes on beneath the surface of Twitter? Is it just a place to share thoughts in 280 characters? Or has it become something darker, a breeding ground for outrage, conflict, and chaos? From its early days, Twitter has been a magnet for tension. The very foundation of the platform is marked by betrayal and power struggles. One of the lesser-known co-founders, Noah Glass, played a major role in shaping Twitter's identity. He originally partnered with Evan Williams on a failing podcast platform called Odeo. But when Glass and a young engineer named Jack Dorsey came up with the idea for a short-form messaging service, what would become Twitter, things changed. As Twitter gained traction, Williams began pushing Glass out. And just when Glass thought he had an ally in Dorsey, Dorsey took the CEO role for himself. That betrayal, friends turned rivals, mirrors the kind of behavior we often see play out on the platform itself: backstabbing, ambition, and a thirst for dominance. As the user base grew, so did the problems. Twitter's fast, reactive nature turned small disagreements into explosive controversies. One viral example involved the game Animal Crossing, where a user's choice of hairstyle, something completely innocent, somehow offended others, triggering a storm of replies, threats, and harassment. What should have been a non-issue became a digital war zone. And then there's the tragic case of adults targeting a child on Twitter over her harmless content. Rather than offering guidance or simply ignoring it, many chose to attack her with vile comments. This wasn't criticism, it was organized bullying. The fact that such behavior is so easy to orchestrate on Twitter speaks volumes about its structure. The platform also struggles massively with misinformation. According to an article by Richard Herbert, false information travels 6 times faster than true facts on Twitter. And this isn't just a digital problem. It has real-world consequences. In the Dutch town of Bodegraven, false rumors about a satanic cult spread online. Angry conspiracy theorists began harassing innocent residents and leaving flowers at graves, believing children had been murdered there. All based on fiction. Even communities that should be safe havens, like the Minecraft fanbase, are not immune. Stans, or obsessive fans, often take things too far. One such figure, Tommy Innit, found himself under relentless scrutiny. At just 17 years old, the content creator was subjected to constant waves of harassment and criticism over minor comments or perceived slights. The pressure got so intense that he turned to professional therapy just to cope. This story highlights a broader issue. Social media stardom doesn't come with a safety net, and Twitter, with its immediacy and anonymity, provides the perfect conditions for mental health to unravel, especially for young people who never asked for this level of fame. The art community, too, has its dark corners. Take the case of Strawberry Milk, an artist who posted deeply inappropriate drawings involving children, claiming they were expressions of trauma. Whether or not that's true, the backlash was swift and necessary. Platforms like YouTube removed her content, and Twitter users demanded accountability. But the toxicity goes beyond speech and art. Criminal activity has also found a home here. Mega links, designed for cloud file sharing, have been exploited by users to distribute illegal and harmful content. These links are often posted directly on Twitter, spreading graphic or prohibited material before moderators can act. And when Twitter suspends these accounts, perpetrators simply create new ones and continue the cycle. One of the most disturbing phenomena is the attempt to normalize zoophilia and pedophilia online. Communities of so-called zoos have used hashtags like #ZooPride to push their narrative. Similarly, the rise of MAPS, short for Minor Attracted Persons, sparked widespread horror. Initially dismissed as trolls, some of these accounts gained enough attention that Twitter was forced to update its terms of service. But even today, these groups haven't disappeared. One heartbreaking example involved a teenage girl who was manipulated by someone posing as a peer. She was tricked into sending explicit videos, which later surfaced on Twitter. Despite multiple reports, the platform was slow to act. The videos went viral before they were removed, and only after public outcry and legal action. Twitter now faces a lawsuit over the incident. Worse still, hashtags like #SH1N revealed that many underage users were sharing explicit content of themselves, often unaware of the danger. These kids, in search of attention or validation, exposed themselves to predators. It's a terrifying reminder of how poorly protected our youngest users are online. And through it all, Twitter remains a global stage, where attention is currency, controversy is fuel, and cruelty often earns the loudest applause. It's a platform built for reaction, not reflection, a place where nuance is lost, and the loudest voices often drown out the wisest ones. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be this way. We have the power to shape what this space becomes. We need to remember that behind every username is a real human being, someone with feelings, struggles, and a story we don't see. Words, even when typed in haste or behind a screen, can cut deep. They can spark movements or ruin lives. Anonymity is not a license to harm, and social platforms like Twitter must take stronger responsibility. Not only in policing harmful content, but in actively nurturing spaces where empathy is encouraged, where disagreement doesn't mean destruction, and where kindness isn't mistaken for weakness. So what can you do? Pause before you post. Choose empathy over ego. Amplify voices that inspire, not inflame. Report abuse when you see it. Set boundaries when you need to. And above all, use your voice not to join the mob, but to rise above it. Because in the end, the internet reflects who we are. Let's make sure it reflects something better.